everybody, this is Jo from Recorder's Tarot. I'm here today with a reading to answer the question, will they leave the third party for you? So this, it relates to somebody you've obviously formed a connection with who is in another relationship or is perhaps still dating somebody else, or they need to leave another, potentially leave another situation to fully start up a connection with you, a relationship with you. Obviously the connection has been there, and this is something you're wondering about, and we're going to answer that question today. We're going to seek answers from the universe through the tarot cards to give you some really clear answers that hopefully can bring you some clarity and comfort here. So I will start the reading then without any further ado. We will jump in and start with Aries. So welcome, Aries. As I've just said, this reading is to answer the question, will they leave the third party for you? If this is something that you're interested in, this reading is for you. Okay, so we're going to look at your person now. We're going to dig in, be a bit nosy, see what their genuine thoughts, feelings and intentions are. We'll then look at you for a short moment, just so that we can be sure this reading actually is for you. And then we'll look at the mutual energies and the likely outcome, get some advice, and then we'll pull some hidden messages in Aries through Pisces for you as well. Okay, so if this is for Aries in relation to their person, will they leave the third party is the question we're asking, please, universe. Okay. Okie dokie. Right then, Aries, let's see. I think this person is feeling a bit disappointed at the moment in the situation that they're in. I think there's clearly been some sort of hurt here, and something that's not really worked out, or that they can't take action on. So I think they're regretting perhaps that they've met you. Not that they're not regretting that they've met you. Sorry, that sounded that way. They're regretting that the situation is as it is, and so it's challenging to be able to move forward and sort of have equal give and take in the connection, given the situation. I think they are wondering if this is genuinely something that they can trust to move away from their current situation and towards you. Will it work out? Will it be worthwhile in the long run? They clearly feel this connection with you. They're very interested, but they've got their guard up here, and it might be that they're considering what they would have to lose if they're walking away from a marriage, and all the financial aspects of that, and maybe the family aspects of it as well. They're considering whether it would be, it would definitely work out with you. They need to feel sure. They've got to be able to really trust here that this is something that would work out, Aries. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm seeing King of Pentacles here. I think the issue could be financial. But being happy is also important to them. So I think they're trying to find this balance in their mind between finances and money, and how things might pan out in that respect, if they were to sort of change up their circumstances and move away from something, if it's been longer term and their life is kind of entwined with somebody else, whether it's marriage or living with somebody. Maybe there are houses and cars, or whatever. There might end up being child maintenance payments and things like that. They're weighing all up the implications, because they're very aware there'll be implications of making the change, with the fact that life's quite short, and they also need to make sure that they're happy and fulfilled. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's inquire about you. Yeah, so this is somebody that perhaps you met at work. You formed a connection because you were interacting regularly, seeing each other regularly. Perhaps you could see this person, you liked how they conducted themselves. Not only did you find them attractive, but there was something about them and their personality and the way that they perhaps treat other people, the way they work as a team, that you really liked. And that's how this started up. I think at the moment you're sort of stepping back as well and thinking, oh, you've put some effort into this connection. It's been, you know, really nice. Is it something that's worth continuing to put some, you know, effort and energy and emotion into? Is it worth the effort? And, you know, again, I guess it's the same question going through your mind, Aries. Would this actually work out? I think this person might be being a bit quiet with you at the moment, and so you're feeling really unsure about this situation. The connection obviously formed. Maybe this person, because they're sort of trying to work through in their mind, you know, what does this mean? What should I do about it? They've perhaps withdrawn from you, and that's making you feel quite, you know, you're feeling their absence, essentially. You're feeling that this connection isn't what it, you know, was in terms of the person's attention towards you, communication with you. It's left you a bit confused, perhaps, unsure how they really feel and what they really want. Perhaps that's why you're inquiring today, watching this reading. Okay, so I think this is somebody, it could be you that's married, or both of you are in another relationship. But I think you see this connection that you formed as a real opportunity here. There's an open door of opportunity for you to, you know, both move forward towards each other. You're open to it. I think you're open to this. It's something that you would really like. Yeah, and it's a mutual energy. However you feel about them, they feel about you. You clearly got this really strong connection here. I'd say this is likely to be sort of a soul connection, sort of something that, you know, yeah, it's got. You can't even explain why you feel this connection, but you certainly were very drawn to each other. Okay, so let's now have a look at the mutual energies, Aries. Let's have a look at the mutual energies, what the likely outcome is going to be before we pull some advice cards, love oracles for you, and do a cross-watcher reading in Aries through Pisces to get some hidden messages from your person, what they would want to say to you. Okay, so this is for Aries, the mutual energies in relation to their person, whether they will leave the third party. What will the outcome be here? All right. Yes, I'm seeing a big shake-up and a big change. The Tower card is probably something that you may want to see if they're wondering whether this person will make a change in order to move towards you. There's clearly closure and ending of something for perhaps both of you. Maybe both of you need to make a big change here in order to make this relationship happen. But there's certainly something that's been on a shaky foundation, just wasn't really sort of working, and you know, it will come to an end, sort of whether this person likes it or not. By the look of it, you know, the universe is potentially going to step in here to make something happen and work out. Oh yes, there's going to be, you know, a new start in love for the both of you is what I'm seeing here. So I would say that the answer to the question is yes, that, you know, they're going to end up leaving this third party, whether it's through choice or circumstance that sort of comes up here. Maybe they leave, the third party leaves them, or whatever. Something happens that, you know, really is a major shake up and change in life, and there's going to be this mutual overflowing cup of love between you. An ace is a new start. The Ace of Cups is a new start in love. It's a lovely lovely card, lovely energy. Oh for goodness, we've got the Star card as well. So again, I'm getting this feeling that it's kind of your wish come true. You both feel that each other is your wish come true, and I'm seeing that's how you feel. And there's likely to be action here in terms of the new start and the Tower and the changes. So yes, so you know, seems very clear to me. There might be a rocky patch to go through, it's a bit of pain to come out the other side. But yes, there will be a union between you, Aries, an opportunity for a proper, legitimate relationship where you're only for each other. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Wands, there's clearly a lot of passion. I think this person will make up their mind, come towards you. They fantasize about you fantasize about each other, I would say. And yeah, I think, as I said, there's going to be some conflict here. Some other people who will have to be involved in this resolution in order to bring it to a close. And enable you to be together. Okay, so right, interesting. Let's pull some advice. What can we pull? What can the cards tell us in terms of advice for you, Aries, in dealing with this situation? This person that's obviously currently with a third party at the moment. What's the advice for you? What's the advice? Okay, yeah. So I think at the moment you're feeling a bit sort of. We can see that we have this energy of being left out in the cold and feeling a bit left out. I think at the moment you're perhaps giving the person the silent treatment, feeling a bit negative about the situation. Try and be positive, and be patient, because it will happen. There will be sort of communication that even if it's just start slowly, the clarity will start to come for you, and then I think the small clarity and the small changes are going to lead to big changes, and this new start is what I'm seeing, Aries. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of different love oracles for you, because these can help to give you guidance, a bit of strength and a bit of comfort in a difficult circumstance. So let's see what they have to say. We've got these soul connections cards, and then I've got the Lover's Oracle, beautiful heart-shaped illustrated cards here as well with lovely messages. So let's pull a couple of these for you, and then we'll do Aries through Pisces cross-watcher reading for you, Aries. Okay, right. Love is in the air when Cupid is around. Okay, so you've got the Cupid card, so I think we have seen and established, haven't we, that there's love here in this connection. There's love here that's going to result in a nice new beginning for you. Right, here's my lovely Lover's Oracle, beautiful heart-shaped deck, which I love. Every card has a different illustration on it. I'm just in love with these cards. Right. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yeah, so you support each other, but there might be times where you have to just, point out if something doesn't seem quite right or balanced, and hopefully things that your person should take notice and listen to what you have to say, or at least consider it, Aries. Okay, all right, so we'll do an Aries through Pisces reading for you now. So this is where you watch the sign of the person that you're interested in, and we'll pull some hidden messages. If you're out of contact at the moment, this gives you a message of what your person, the hidden feelings and what they would want to say to you. Okay, let's find out. Aries through Pisces for Aries, please, in relation to the person that's currently in a third-party situation. What would this person want to say to Aries? The person that is on Aries' mind, please. The person that Aries is inquiring about today. What are the hidden messages, please, for Aries? Okay, let's pick a deck. All right, let's go then, Aries. So, Aries, if you are thinking of another Aries, they say, I bury myself in work to forget you. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they say, you and I were too young. If you were dealing with a Gemini, you came closer than anyone. If you were dealing with a Cancer, they say, I will wait for a sign from you. If you're dealing with a Leo, I look for you everywhere. The Virgo wants to say, I am becoming a better person. The Libra would say to you, finding out the truth crushed me. Scorpio says, I feel you leaving me behind. Sagittarius says, I replay our conversations over and over. The message from Capricorn is, it's time for me to heal now. Aquarius says, I want to be more than friends. And the message from Pisces is, I am not available. All right. Okay, then Aries, those are your messages. Please do like the video. Please subscribe. I'd love to have you back for future readings. I do many readings on similar topics, post frequently. Please comment to let me know if this resonated, or if you have any requests for any topics for future readings. And with that being said, thank you again so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Okay. Right then, so we are now going to move on to Taurus. So welcome, Taurus. This reading is to answer the question, will they leave the third party? So this is in relation to the person on your mind, the person you've come here to inquire about today. We're going to ask the question of the cards and the universe, are they going to leave the third party for you? All right. So we're going to look at your person's thoughts, feelings, intentions first. We'll look at yourself as well. This will help you to know that this really is your reading, if it resonates with you. And then we'll pull some mutual energies and what the likely outcome is before we pull some advice and some oracles for you and do an Aries through Pisces. All right, oh, Taurus. Okay, well, we've had 2 jump out, so I'm going to take them. Okay, so this person has clearly withdrawn a little bit for now. They are trying to reflect on the situation, to draw up inner wisdom from their toes. I think they're trying to make sort of head over heart, decisions on this, be sort of wise, reflect, and really just decide what's going on here and what needs to happen. They are going to give you some clarity on the situation. I think if you're feeling unclear and you're needing to know what's going to happen, maybe it's something you've tried to broach with this person. What will the future be? What can the future be for us with the current situation as it is? What are your intentions? This person has a clear intention to be truthful towards you. They want to let you know one way or the other. I'm not seeing yet which way this person is leaning, but they're not going to leave you unclear and unsure for long, Taurus, which is nice to see, because the uncertainty is actually very difficult to handle, isn't it? It's very sort of almost torturous, so I can understand that. Yeah, I think this person is perhaps concerned. They're feeling a little bit tense about the situation. It could be that there's a tense situation at home or with this person, third party that they're dealing with. I think they're feeling that, this situation could sort of pop off a bit, or maybe it's even a bit tense between you both because of this topic of, whether they're going to leave the third party. So let's see what else we can clarify in terms of your person at the moment and what's going on for them. Yeah, I'm seeing that they're going to come towards you with a love offer, but they're going to be a bit slow about it. They're not going to come in very quickly. I think it's a big decision. It's a big deal for them. So they're thinking about it carefully. They're planning it through, and they're going to come in, in a stable fashion. Okay, they're not going to come rushing in impetuously and then maybe change their mind. If they come, they're going to come properly, is what I'm seeing. They are this kind of person who acts with caution, thinks through and reflects on what they do before they take any action. So that's good, because that tends to be somebody you can trust. Okay, seeing good intentions here. Yeah, I think they are manifesting you. They want to be with you. They just, yeah, they're having to reflect so that they can, come towards you with this truth and honesty that I'm seeing here. I think they want to be in control of the situation. It's important to them that they withdraw for this period of time just to think about, what's next, so that they can actually then put their plan into action and have it work out successfully or as well as possible, and that any conflict is contained again so far as possible. It's always difficult when there are 3 people involved, usually, and inevitably there's some hurt feelings, even if it's necessary for something to come to an end. There's always going to be some conflict and some difficulty. There's going to be some pain before the sun comes out, isn't there? Okay, so from your point of view, Taurus, I think you're seeing conflict. You're feeling conflict here. Perhaps you and this person, you haven't been seeing eye to eye. Then you might have been concerned about the other people involved in this situation. Perhaps there's been a bit of drama somehow or other with this situation. I don't know, maybe whatever that could be. In the third party scenario, it could be sort of other people looking on and disapproving and making comments. It could be somebody finding out and saying they're going to let the third party know. It could be the third party actually finding out, and it could be just that nobody else knows about this and it's just that you and your person have had a bit of conflict. Or it could just be your own internal battles over this, like what should you do. You're sort of almost fighting with yourself here, Taurus. Okay, so I think you want to move out of this period of this turmoil and this drama and this conflict into a calmer situation. I think you are realizing that really you just don't want to carry on in that fashion. I think you would really love to have a new start in love with this individual. That's what's on your mind, and I think you crave the clarity on the situation. You're willing to put the work in, and yeah, you are really looking out for this person, really hoping that they're going to make this decision to come towards you, is what I'm seeing, Taurus. I think you're willing this person to sort of reach out, be clear, make the contact, and actually take the action. You're looking out for them and expecting them. I think you really think they're going to leave. I think you've almost got this feeling of certainty, and you feel sure, but on the other hand, now and again, I think you are, feeling anxious about it. I think there's a lot of anxiety here I'm seeing, and stress. The situation's been causing you stress. Okay, so let's look at the mutual energies and the likely outcome here, Taurus. And we'll pull some love oracles and some advice and do the Aries through Pisces, okay? All right, so, yep, okay. So I think, yes, this is going to happen for you. I think you are each other's divine counterparts. You're going to have this stable, going to make a stable offer towards each other, have a new start, but you're going to have to plan this through to make it work. It's not something that is going to be easy to just, fall into the relationship together and it happen. I think, you are going to have to, or between you both, there are things to work through, things to work out, plan it. How is it actually going to happen? What are the mechanics of this situation here? You might sort of take some advice and, use your intuition here on the best way forward. And I think you're just going to have to trust the process to some extent here. There will be forward movement, could be quite fast forward movement as well. Yeah, and I think this is a case of with the chariot, this lady on the chariot, she's having to trust where these two sphinxes are going to go. That she can't control it fully. They are driving that chariot. So to some extent, you have to sort of let go and let the universe make things work out for you. I think if you sort of have the right intentions, the right vibe, don't cling on to it sort of desperately. Just, think to yourself, I'll be okay if this happens for me. I'll also be okay if it doesn't. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna be fine. If you have that kind of inner happiness and inner peace, if you can try and work on that for yourself, then it will work out for you. Taurus, is what I'm seeing here. Let's pull some clarifying cards then for the outcome. Although it looks fairly clear to me, Taurus, it looks quite clear here that they would leave the third party for you. Yeah, you're going to come out of this current sort of painful cycle, is what I'm seeing. There's going to be sort of a mutual give and take here. Each of you able to give equally to this situation. Yeah, and you're going to sort of invest in it. Both of you are going to really invest in this connection with each other, is what I'm seeing. So let's see what the Lightseers Tarot deck gives us as advice for you. We'll pull a couple of love oracle cards as well before we do the Aries through Pisces. Please don't forget to like the video, Taurus, if this is helpful and resonating for you. Please like, please subscribe, and please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Oops, okay, what's this? All right then, the Fool card. So I'm thinking this is giving you the advice of don't overthink things too much. Trust that this is, if you feel intuitively that this is the right thing, then let it happen. You can let your guard down. You can sort of try and move out of this sort of stressful energy of conflict, and step into this relationship with this person if they're making that offer towards you. Obviously, only if they do come towards you and express this intention. And try and just be really open to seeing the true situation. Try not to sort of make assumptions, imagine things, you know, try and look for the absolute truth, and things that are evidenced rather than things that you might be up in your head about and maybe sort of making up your own story, if you like, which we can do, can't we, in stressful situations. And when we're feeling a bit guarded, we can start to imagine certain things that might just not be the case at all. Right, Taurus, so I'm going to pull a couple of love oracles for you. We've got the Soul Connections Love Oracle deck here, then I've got the Heart-Shaped Lovers Oracle deck as well, which is beautiful. Both of these decks have lovely messages, very insightful and helpful. So I'm going to pull this one. It was speaking to me. Moment. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. And then what else do we have? So we'll look at use the heart deck now with the beautiful illustrations on the cards. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay, right then. So Taurus, now we're going to do your Aries through Pisces reading. I'm going to go Aries through Pisces. So this will give you a hidden message from your person. So you just watch the sign of the person that you're interested in, and we'll pull a hidden message for each sign. Okay, so this is Aries through Pisces. A cross-watcher reading, please, for Taurus in relation to the person who's currently in a third party. The person Taurus is thinking about, inquiring about. What's the hidden message for Taurus, please, today? 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll split the deck. Okay then, here we go. So Taurus, if you're dealing with an Aries, they say, I am becoming a better person. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they want to tell you, finding out the truth crushed me. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they say, I look for you everywhere. If you're dealing with a Cancer, they say, you came closer than anyone. If you're dealing with a Leo, I will wait for a sign from you. Virgo want to say, I bury myself in work to forget you. The Libra says, you and I were too young. Scorpio wants to say, I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Sagittarius' message to you is, I feel you even though we are apart. Capricorn wants to say, I remember every detail of that day. The message from Aquarius is, I am afraid to contact you. And Pisces says, I know I messed up everything. All right, Taurus, so those are your messages today. Please like and subscribe. Switch on that notification bell. I would love to have you back with me soon for my future readings. Please comment to let me know if there are any topics you'd like me to read on, any titles for the videos for the future. I do take notice of all of the suggestions and act on them. So please do have your say. With that being said, thanks again for joining me. I look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Okay. Right then. So we're moving on to Gemini now. Okay. Hello, Gemini. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be doing a reading to answer the question, will they leave the third party for you? So we're going to dig in, be a bit nosy, have a look at the person that's on your mind, what their thoughts, feelings, intentions are in terms of the current energies. We'll look at you, how you're thinking and feeling, and this will help you to know whether this is actually your reading and intended for you. Then we'll pull mutual energies and the outcome, what we see the outcome is if things continue on their current path. We'll pull some advice and oracles, and then do an Aries through Pisces as well for you, Gemini. So that's what we've got coming up for you. Okay. Please do like the video. Do appreciate all of your support. Okay. Right. All right. So at the moment, this person is walking away from this connection, or has walked away, Gemini. I think they are a bit concerned about people getting involved in terms of gossip, maybe finding out about the situation. There could be the worry that there could be drama. I think maybe the way that they have been communicating with you has left a little bit, it's been a bit lacking. It's not been the best. I don't think they mean any harm by how they've communicated with you, but I think that they have just been perhaps a little bit thoughtless. They've not really considered your feelings in the matter. They've just been a bit, I guess, immature about the situation. But I think I am seeing gossip, drama, people talking, and that causing, a bit of an issue here in one way or another. I don't know if you work with this person. Again, that could cause a situation, couldn't it, where you do you meet somebody that you form a connection with quite easily when you're spending a lot of time together working. But again, the Three of Pentacles could also indicate third party. So I don't know if they might even be thinking with care this third party situation could carry on as it is. Or I'm seeing, as I said, this walking away energy. They could be sort of walking away from the third party, I think possibly away from you, Gemini, rather than towards you. But let's see if we can clarify. Please clarify this situation for Gemini, please, in relation to the person who, the current third party. Will they leave the third party for Gemini? We want some clarification, please, in relation to the person on Gemini's mind. Yeah, they don't want to be in a situation of conflict. Yeah, so they've just withdrawn from it. There's clearly some drama happening, whether it's between you two or some other people are being involved here. They just need to just reflect, be alone, away from this for now. So they've certainly withdrawn. I think maybe you're feeling that they have withdrawn. They've got their guard up. I think they're a bit worried about what's next here, what's going to happen. They certainly don't want any drama. They want to walk away from any drama at all costs, whatever that looks like. Okay, so let's have a look at you, Gemini. What are your thoughts and feelings here? Gemini. And then, as I said, Gemini, this will help you know whether it's really your reading. Please do let me know in the comments if this resonates for you. I'd love to hear. Okay. All right, so you are sort of trying to hold back from this. I think you are seeing this as a challenge. You've got a lot of passion towards this person. You're clearly something that you're interested in, that you would love to happen, but you're realizing that you just need to resist the temptation to an extent. You're holding back. It might be that you really want to run towards this person because you feel this connection, and you are realizing that you can't do that. I think with the Justice card, you're realizing that a head over heart decision and a logical decision has to be made here, a rational one rather than an emotional one. And that really follows on quite nicely from the Strength card. And I think you are gaining some clarity. I think you're starting to see the true situation here, and reflecting on, what should happen in the future. Should you just also walk away and start something new somewhere else here, Gemini? Yeah, I think you want to reach out to this person just to tentatively see and just check, what the situation is. Do they actually want to move forward together? Ideally, I think you do want to. There's a lot of love here, and you would like a reunion, but I think obviously we've seen the three again. There is this third party situation here that's having an influence and an impact, but it is almost looking like you might be willing to carry on in the third party situation, Gemini, rather than wait for this person to leave. I'm not sure you're going to give an ultimatum here. I think you're just trying to gain your own internal wisdom on actually what do you want? What's more important to you here? Do you actually want to be with this person irrespective of whether they're in the third party? Or do you feel that, you want somebody who's just for you, and therefore you would need to also walk away? Let's see. Okay, so I think you're both trying to be quite emotionally mature here. You don't want to play games, but there's a lot of dishonesty that's had to happen here, you know, and perhaps some deceit to continue this situation, which never feels very nice. And I think, yeah, you're both realizing that you're probably going to have to make some sort of decision. But you feel like you were maybe drawn together through some sort of divine force. You know, you clearly felt this really strong pull and connection. You're thinking about each other a lot. You're both thinking and reflecting. You might be dreaming about each other. You might be communicating energetically. It might be that when you're lying in bed, you can almost feel their arms around you. You know, you're imagining what that feels like, missing each other. Um, yeah, there could be sort of family issues involved here, children. Just be careful as well, because I'm seeing the outcome could be pregnancy here. I don't know if that's something you would want, but could be challenging if there's a third party situation. So just be careful if that's something you don't want. Do you know what? Actually, the outcome here is looking like potentially the decision could be that you have a family together, you merge families, and you have a happy relationship here. This is a happily ever after card. So yeah, that you do have that as a potential outcome here, Gemini. You've obviously just got to be very clear with each other what you want. So it could be this walking away was walking away from the third party, making a decision. But either way, there's obviously a need for clarity here, and I think there's going to be a period of alone time where you are apart. You're not really talking to each other too much. You're almost separate, so that this clarity and this aha kind of moment kicks in for both of you, and you both are very clear then on what you do want, what you're prepared to do, and what you're prepared to work on to make it happen. And I think if you're both prepared, it's got to be equal give and take here, Gemini. So make sure you look out for that. But I'm seeing that there is this potential for you to have this happy future together. Once you've sort of both reflected and worked out, that's probably what you both want. All right, Gemini. So let's see if we can pull some advice for you. Then I'll pull a couple of oracle cards, love oracles, and we'll do an Aries through Pisces as well for you. All right, Ace of Cups, yeah. So I'm seeing that there is a lot of love here. Let that love flow. It's very clear. There's also a bit of an obsessive energy, so just be wary of that. Not to be sort of too obsessed over the situation and the person. Try and gain your inner balance, inner peace, your emotional independence in a way. And that doesn't mean you need to be on your own. It just means you need to be comfortable and happy, and that the happiness comes from yourself rather than relying on somebody else being present in your life to make you happy. You need to be able to sort of rely on yourself for that happiness, because actually somebody else just can't do that for you. They can only sort of complement you and make you happier once you've sort of achieved that for yourself. All right, so let's pull a couple of love oracles then, Gemini. So this is the Soul Connections Love Oracle cards here. I like these cards. They have nice messages. They can bring a bit of peace and comfort and a bit of clarity. And the other oracle deck as well is beautiful, has some lovely messages. So let's find out what your message is from the universe, Gemini, from their Lovers Oracle. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Okay, and then here we have these love heart-shaped beautiful cards. I always show these because I still can't get over how stunning they are. Absolutely beautiful and lovely. Okay, what does it say? Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay, so that's like a hidden message, isn't it, from your person, what they want to say to you. But we're now going to do a cross-watcher reading, Gemini, where we go through Aries through Pisces. You watch the sign of the person you're interested in, and we'll see what hidden messages your person has for you. Okay, I love you just flipped out. You have to take that. But we need to do Aries through Pisces, don't we? Okay. So, Gemini, if you are dealing with an Aries, the Aries wants to say, I replay our conversations over and over. If you're dealing with a Taurus, I don't react when people mention you. The Gemini wants to say, I know I was a distraction from your pain. Cancer wants to say, I can't stop thinking about you. The message from the Leo, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Virgo's message to you is, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. Libra wants to say, I hope that you can forgive me one day. Scorpio says, we will be together again. A message from Sagittarius, just being near you is intoxicating. Capricorn wants to say, the timing just wasn't right for us. Aquarius's message, I wish I could share my good news with you. And finally, Pisces, they want to tell you, I am becoming a better person. Right then, Gemini, those were your messages. I hope this helped bring you some peace and clarity. Please do like the video if it helped you. Please make sure you're subscribed and that your notification bell is switched on. Please comment to let me know how it resonated, or if you've got any feedback or suggestions for future readings for me. Really love you to have your say. I do read every comment and respond as well. So be nice to have some interaction with you. If you'd like to drop me a message, I will reply. Okay. All right, so thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you soon. So now we are moving on to Cancer. Have a little drink. So welcome, Cancer. We're here to do a reading today to answer the question, will they leave the third party? Will they leave the third party? Oops. So 3 cards have actually come out here, which I think I should probably take. Considering that it was 3 cards I was going to pull anyway. So let's have a look at those. I think the cards are clearly ready. So I've got, first of all, we've got the Tower here. So this indicates to me that they are going to leave the third party. It might be that they just need a little bit of alone time here to work this through, to come to terms with their feelings and their thoughts, and draw on their own inner wisdom. But the Tower card is something of a major shake-up and a great big change that's coming. And the Fool card is Aries energy. It's sort of leaping in head first, almost not thinking about it, but really just wanting to take a leap of faith, a step towards probably you here, I would say, Cancer. I would say, yeah, this person is going to leave the third party, and they're going to take that leap of faith towards what they see as their happiness and their future. Let's see what we can clarify here on this. Universe, what can you tell us, please, in relation to Cancer's person, the person that's currently in a third party, and whether they're going to leave the third party for Cancer? Yeah, they're currently hiding their feelings, so you might not be fully aware of what's going on in their mind. They might be having this sort of alone time at the moment. They're making their decision. Yeah, I think they feel quite possessive over you. They're feeling that they want you. They don't want anybody else to have you. So in order to make that happen, they're obviously going to have to take some action, Cancer, aren't they? So you're in the Empress energy now. What I'd say about the Empress is she doesn't chase anybody. She lets them come to her. She has this energy where people are drawn towards her because she has this beautiful kind of, yeah, serene, calm, lovely, kind, empathetic, stable energy. She doesn't need to chase anybody. She doesn't do that. And I think that's how, the energy that you are giving at the moment. But you are very loving, and you feel this really strong connection with this person. And I think you make it clear that it is mutual. So you're honest with the person, but you're not chasing, which is a really good thing. If you think about the law of attraction, if you chase something, you're just going to repel it. You just got to be cool without it, fine without it, quite relaxed about the situation, and you will draw it towards you. You've got to know what you want, but you know, you've got to know that you'll be fine if it doesn't happen to come out. I'm seeing that you would like celebration, reunions, good times again with this person. Obviously, this is a card of 3. It's a 3 of cups, and you can indicate a third party. So obviously, I think this is suggesting that you know that it's probably more of a reunion, a celebration, and having fun with your person that you're thinking about, and hopefully moving away from that third party situation. I think you want to have some communication quite soon on this, because you know this person has withdrawn and they're being a bit quiet. I think you want some clarity, and again, you would like a decision, and I think you're going to set some boundaries. I think you're going to be clear about what you will accept, what you won't going forward, what's important to you. I don't think you're going to hold back. You're going to express things very assertively, clearly, but kindly. You're not going to be disrespectful, unkind, you know, hurtful with your words, but you are going to be very clear with your words, Cancer. Right, neutral energies. I think you're going to start, the communication is going to start up. I think at the moment you're just really curious about each other. You're wondering what each other's thinking and feeling. Yeah, there's going to be, there's a lot of equality here. We have the 2 of Cups where it's very neutral, very balanced. And again, I think I can see here that with the 6 of Pentacles, it's a very sort of balanced give and take type energy. You both got your guard up at the moment. You may be trying to ignore the situation, but yeah, you both want to have sort of contact, attention from each other. You want to hear from each other. You both want things to work out. I think you do really want to be together. You're exercising a bit of patience, both of you. But there is going to be, yeah, a small love offer made. You're going to start from small beginnings, small communication, small offers, and you're going to work through to the bigger, you know, there's potential here for a bigger, better outcome, a longer term outcome. But you just, you know, there's going to be a testing of the waters here to see, but very clear on the part of your person here that they want to take a leap of faith towards you, and there's going to be some major change here in life for them that's actually going to clear the path. It's going to open the way so that they can come towards you and they can make this offer, Cancer. So I'm just going to pull a advice card for you from the Light Seers Tarot. What's the advice? We'll then pull a couple of oracle cards and we'll do an Aries through Pisces, okay? High Priestess. Okay, so yeah, use your intuition here. And the 9 of Pentacles as well is here. Yeah, so just make sure you sort of retain your independence to a degree, so that you are secure. Don't keep your guard up so that you sabotage things. But what I'm saying is make sure that you are financially stable, financially independent. You're able to look after yourself. You're not relying on anybody else, and that helps you to make your own decisions and your own changes as necessary. And yeah, you know within you what's right. You've got all the information that you need to make your decision really from within. You're very perceptive, and I think you know what's right for you, Cancer. So just listen to your own intuition. Right, so soul connections card here, card deck. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, and we're going to then pull a separate Lover's Oracle from the heart-shaped beautiful deck that I have before we do an Aries through Pisces. Okay. Challenges. All true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. Right, here we go with the Lover's Oracle. That one. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. Okay, now then, your Aries through Pisces, Cancer. So this is your cross-watcher reading where you watch the sign of the person you're interested in. I'm going to pull hidden messages to see what your person would want to say to you. So, oh, this is you speak to me through music. I think that's just a general one that popped out for you. So it's Aries through Pisces. Cross-watcher reading. Split the deck. All right then, Cancer. So if you're dealing with an Aries, they want to say, my life is not together as it seems. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they say, I want to be more than friends. If you're dealing with a Gemini, they say, I'm not available. If you're dealing with a Cancer, we both know I am not the one for you. If you're dealing with a Leo, we need to let each other go. The Virgo wants to say, I want you. Libra says, I'm so attracted to you. A message from Scorpio, you came closer than anyone. Sagittarius says, I know that I crossed a line with you. Capricorn says, I am afraid to contact you. Aquarius says, I regret lying to you. And Pisces says, it was my fault, but I blamed you. All right, Cancer, so those were your messages. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like the video. Please subscribe. And please do comment as well. Let me know how this resonated for you. If it resonated for you, I'd love to hear if you're willing to share your anything about your situation. And if you have any requests for future titles of my readings, please let me know. I do listen and actually do readings based on what my viewers ask for. I'm aiming to please my audience and help people as much as possible. So if there's things that you would like to know, please let me know in the comments. So now we're going to move on to Leo. Hello, Leo. Welcome in. Great to see you. We're going to do a reading today to answer the question, will they leave the third party? So first of all, we're going to be a bit nosy. We're going to dig in. We're going to have a look at your person. We're going to see what their thoughts, feelings, intentions are, and whether they are likely thinking about, if not taking action, to leave the third party. We'll look then at your energies so that you can understand and make sure that you're comfortable this reading is for you and intended for you. And then we'll pull the mutual energies and the likely outcome before getting some advice and oracles for you and doing an Aries through Pisces. Leo. Okay, so I think the cards are ready because they're jumping about a bit. All right, here we go then. Right, Leo. Oh, Lover's card. There's a very mutually strong, crazy love connection here between you two. This is the sort of connection where it sort of almost sends you mad. You can't stop thinking about it. You can't ignore it. It's on your mind constantly. You can't even quite understand why. It is sort of a very strong connection. It can almost sort of change who you are, the things that you thought you always wanted in life. Maybe it just completely changes your perspective because this sort of comes along and sweeps you off your feet, grabs your soul. Yeah, so I think this person is really, really, really feeling this pull towards you, and they're trying to make a very logical decision here. They're trying to make a head over heart decision, a very rational decision, probably going to be quite difficult for them in this circumstance. Yeah, they want to communicate with you and bring clarity to this situation. I think they probably want to tell you what it is they're thinking and feeling, Leo, which is good, really, because you do want to know, don't you? Clarity is always good. What more can you clarify, please, in relation to Leo and the person on Leo's mind? Looking at Leo now, the person on Leo's mind, whether they're going to leave the third party. Yeah, I think they feel that it's possible to make this work. They've got what they need to make it happen, but they're weighing up the options at the moment. They're sort of fantasizing about what it might be like, imagining what the future could be. Yeah, and they're holding a lot of passion in their heart towards you. Leo. Okay, so let's see what you are thinking and feeling at the moment before we pull the likely outcome, the energies between you both and the likely outcome. So this is for you, Leo. And if this resonates, please do let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. So this is Leo, please, in relation to the person that they are thinking about. Yeah, I think you are trying to be wise, remain in control. Difficult in this situation. Yeah, you're trying to not be overly emotional, but just be truthful and honest in this situation. I think there's been some conflict here, or you're having some inner conflict. Maybe other people are getting involved. Might be people are giving you advice. Somehow or other, there's sort of some drama and some conflict, and things not being going too well here, either within yourself or due to others sort of having their say and having their sort of sticking their oar in a bit and not being very helpful in doing so. Okay, what else can you clarify, please, universe, in relation to Leo? Yeah, I think you're hoping for happier times. You are trying to heal, I think, from this situation, and yeah, you also feel this really strong love connection. You feel this, however this person's feeling about you is how you feel about them. It's really clear that you have a very, very strong connection, and both of you are trying to overcome this really strong emotion to just be rational and logical here. So what's the likely outcome, please, for Leo in relation to their person? What are they feeling as a mutual energy, and what's the likely outcome going to be between Leo and their person? Whoops. Okay, so again, this sort of stable, non-emotional energy is continuing, I think, to help you come out of this really painful cycle. I think you both feel very passionate towards each other, as we've already established, and quite serious intentions here. But are they going to take action? Is there going to be action? Yeah, willing to work on it, I think. It's going to take some work. Both of you are hoping that each other is going to sort of be there and be willing to go towards each other. I think maybe it's again a mutual thing where it's not just this person having to come towards you. You might have to make changes as well. So it might be that they have to be willing to leave a third party, but are you also in a relationship? It's possible, isn't it? And they're hoping that you're going to leave and be available, and vice versa. I think you're both willing to invest in this and make it happen. All right, Leo, let's pull an advice card for you. Advice. Yeah, the Lovers. So yeah, you can't ignore this connection, is what I'm seeing for you, Leo. It's clearly there. Right, so the Soul Connections Love Oracle deck here. What does the universe want to say to you, again, for further guidance, comfort, clarity about your situation? Oh, soul. Whoops. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust the process. And then we've got the Lover's Oracle. What message can we pull from this for you before we do your Aries through Pisces, Leo? We'll pull some hidden messages to find out what your person would want to say to you. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Okay. Right. Now then, your cross-watcher reading. So you watch the sign of the person you're interested in. We'll pull some hidden messages to find out what would your person want to say to you. You speak to me through music. Okay, that came out before as a general message, but okay. So Leo, if you're dealing with an Aries, they want to say, I know that I crossed the line with you. If you're dealing with a Taurus, I am not available. The Gemini wants to say, I left you before you could leave me. Cancer's message is, I know I messed up everything. Leo says, I'm starting to understand our connection. Virgo, I regret lying to you. Message from Libra, it was my fault, but I blamed you. Scorpio wants to say, I love you unconditionally. Sagittarius wants to say, the timing just wasn't right for us. Capricorn, we will be together again. Aquarius says, I lost myself for a little while. And finally, Pisces, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. All right, Leo, those were your messages. Again, please like the video, I would really appreciate all the love and support. Your support has been helping me to reach a bigger audience and to help more people, which is my aim. So thank you so much for your help in doing that. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all of the comments, and please let me know, did this resonate? And also, do you have any feedback for me? Would you like to request any titles for future readings? Please let me know. All right, great to have you with me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Right, so now we're going to move on to Virgo. Welcome, Virgo. Thank you for joining me. We're going to do a reading to answer the question, will they leave the third party? Will they leave the third party? Oopsie daisy. Okay, so they're hiding their feelings, they're holding on to their feelings at the moment. I'm going to take the deck as it is because the card started to come out. They're at a crossroads. They're just deciding. They've got to decide which way to go here. They haven't decided yet. They are going back and forth in their mind. They can see two paths ahead of them, and they're not sure which one to go down. They're feeling the burden of this decision. It's causing them a little bit of stress, but they are not giving up. They're not walking away from it at the moment. They are just feeling the strain, is what I would say here, Virgo. So let's pull some clarifying cards. What more can you please tell us, universe, about Virgo's person? What their thoughts, feelings, intentions are, and whether they will leave the third party for Virgo. Yeah, I think they are. They're looking back towards the past and thinking about it, reflecting on it. They're thinking of the good times, reflecting on that. They're willing to cut out things that aren't serving them. So whatever that might be, they're willing to walk away. And that could be to cut out the third party. But again, the moon, we've got the moon, clarifying the moon here. So I think what we need to do, Virgo, is look into your own situation, your energies, your thoughts and feelings. Let's see what you're thinking. And this will help us to understand if this is actually your reading and is for you. Please comment below to let me know as well. So yeah, I think you are really hoping to have some attention from this person. You want to hear from them. You want them to show you that they are interested. And you really want this to work out, is what I'm seeing. You really would love it to be a successful relationship and have a successful future together. And you'd like really, I think you're wanting to take control of the situation to bring some clarity. I think you don't really like the fact that the feelings are hidden on the part of this person at the moment. You don't really know what's going on. It's not a nice position to be in, is it, Virgo? I get that. You want the clarity. Okay. Yeah. Sun. So you want happiness. I think you see this person as potentially the person who's going to make you happy. I think you want to make the offer. And you're the one that's really wanting to take action here, is what I'm seeing. So try and maybe just let this person reach their conclusions in their own time. If you push them, I think here you could potentially push them away. I'm seeing quite a strong energy here from you, Virgo, in terms of, control and pushing for clarity. So just be a bit careful here, be wise about how you communicate. Think about, oh, okay, so I've got a communication card here that's just popped out. So there will be communication, and there will be mutual give and take here. So just bide your time because it's coming, okay? Yeah, this communication and the way that you do interact with each other is going to help bring an end to the pain. And there's an option here for a small new beginning. So I think you'll be able to at least have a conversation here, Virgo, to really work out the way forward together. And hopefully this situation where you're unclear about what this person's thinking and feeling and what their intentions are, they will be able to you'll be able to have a conversation in order to make it clear. Right. Yeah, the decision will be made between you together you're going to make this decision. I think you're quite possessive of each other. You want to be together. Yeah, whatever decision is made is going to be the right one. Okay, so you can trust that process. You're going to trust that together you're going to make the right decision. Virgo. So let's pull a advice card for you. Then we'll pull a couple of oracle cards, and we'll do an Aries through Pisces cross-watcher reading for you. Pull the hidden messages from your person. Okay, yeah, Page of Cups has come out again. So yes, just, be open to whatever is offered to you. Just small steps, baby steps, okay? Just let things unfold in their, take their course. It's gonna, bigger things come from smaller things, if that makes sense. Just let go with the flow. Past lives, will you reunite with our loved ones over and over again through many different lives? Okay, and then we've got Lover's Oracle. Want that one? Soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. All right then, Virgo. So now we'll do your Aries through Pisces cross-watcher reading. Watch the sign of the person you're interested in, and I'll pull a hidden message to hear what your person would want to say to you. Okay, this is for those of you who are out of contact with your person at the moment. Aries through Pisces for Virgo, please. Okay, if you're dealing with an Aries, the Aries wants to say, I hid who I really am from you. Taurus says, I feel you leaving me behind. The message from Gemini is, I wonder if you are happy without me. Cancer says, I am starting to understand our connection. Leo says, I am becoming a better person. Message from Virgo, I hide behind material things. Let me move these over for you. The message from Libra is, I knew exactly what I was doing. Scorpio says, so many things remind me of you. Sagittarius, I wish things could be different. Capricorn, you were the best thing in my life. Aquarius says, it's time for me to heal now. And the message from Pisces, my life is not as together as it seems. All right then, Virgo, those were your messages. Thank you so much for joining me. Please like the video. I do appreciate all of your support. And please subscribe and come back again to watch my future videos. I do upload regularly. And please do give me any feedback. Let me know if there's any topics you'd like me to read on for you. Any suggested titles for my future videos. Please do have your say. And yeah, thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Okay, right then. So now we are on to Libra. Hi Libra, thank you for joining me today. We're going to do your reading to answer the question, will they leave the third party? So will they leave the third party for you? We're going to get a bit nosy. We're going to dig in. We're going to find out what your person is currently thinking, feeling, what their intentions are, particularly in relation to potentially leaving the third party. We'll look at you as well to pull your energies, and this will help us to know whether this is truly your reading and it's meant for you. Then we'll pull the mutual energies, likely outcome, some advice and oracles, and then we'll do an Aries through Pisces cross-watcher reading for you, Libra. Okay. All right then, here we go. So Libra, right, I think this person has the energy here of being a bit of a player. I think they might have really given you a lot of attention, made you feel like they were really interested in you, were going to take action, and then maybe they sort of withdrew. It could have been that they sort of started up a physical connection with you, and that sort of really made you feel that there was this deeper connection, but actually they, they're hot and cold and you don't quite know where you stand. And potentially being a bit closed off at the moment. So where they were sort of seeming to be really interested and open and pursuing you, perhaps they are now seeming to be the opposite. and sort of holding back. Perhaps there's an energy of them being undecided here, or, you know, juggling you and the other person, which isn't a nice feeling, is it, Libra? Goes against all the sense of, you know, fairness, I suppose. Right, so let's clarify here. What more can you clarify, please, universe, for Libra in relation to the person on their mind? Can you clarify, please, for Libra in relation to the person on their mind? Okay. Yeah. Equal give and take is coming out, but it seems to be the opposite. They like attention. So they give you attention. You know, they come in giving you attention, I think, is what I'm getting from this. When they want it. So when it suits them and they want attention, they come and find you. And then they withdraw after they've sort of had what they want and need from you. Yeah, and they then sort of hold back and don't do anything. I think for you, you would like there to be some movement forward. You would like there to be a love offer, even if it's not a quick one, but you want to see some progress. I think here you would love a new start with this person. I think you are a very stable, kind, empathetic, loving person. They would be so lucky to be with you, Libra, but I think maybe you are almost too good for them. I don't think you're going to speak your truth and let them know how you feel, because you're feeling a bit neglected, a bit left out in the cold. You know, you don't like you're feeling their absence, the fact that they were there and now they're not there. The blow hot, blow cold is not a nice feeling. You're going to be really loving, but I think quite clear about how it's made you feel. There's going to be some conflict between you if there hasn't been already. I think there's other people involved here, potentially giving advice in the background, or to you or to them. Bit of drama between you both, not seeing eye to eye on the way forward due to this third party situation here. I think, I don't know, seeing this third party, I don't know if you work together as well. That could be the case. There is the potential for a future connection and relationship here, but I think for you it might be with somebody else, if I'm honest, because I think at the moment you are sort of not in contact. There's this conflict, there's this almost sulking silent treatment energy between you. Perhaps this feeling that you kind of missed out on the opportunity. You probably also thinking, what did I do wrong? Was it something I did or said that made them withdraw? But please, Libra, no, it wasn't you. It's just this person. It's their energy. It's the way they operate. Okay. Yeah. Again, we've got the Four of Cups clarified by the Four of Cups. Yeah, I think the way this person has not been great at all. Yeah, they're kind of wanting to be single, I think, and just come in and out of, you know, situations and connections for a passionate connection is what I'm seeing. So Libra, I would say no. Give the answer. If you want a clear answer, I would say probably not. They're probably not going to leave the third party. They're probably using you a little bit. I'm sorry to say it. I will always be honest, even if it's not what you want to hear. I'd rather know the truth, and so I always give the truth. Okay, this is what the cards are telling me anyway. If it's not yours, it doesn't resonate, then obviously leave it for somebody else who it does resonate with. Yeah, you've got happier times ahead is the advice I'm seeing. It's the advice that the cards are giving are look ahead. The sun comes out after the rainstorms and the darkness. You know, the sun will come out again for you. It will get better. We're going to pull a couple of love oracle cards for you to again give you a bit of wisdom and maybe some comfort here, Libra. Okay, I know these situations can be so torturous and so challenging emotionally, can't they? Not knowing and having a strong connection with somebody and not knowing their intention is not nice, you know, especially as well when they confuse you by behaving one way and then a different way. surprise. You may be about to be surprised, so perhaps something else better is on its way for you, Libra. I actually think it is. Okay, so let's pull a Lover's Oracle. What do these cards have to say to you on that one? Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Okay, now we're going to do an Aries through Pisces cross-watcher reading for you. So this is where you watch the sign of the person you're interested in, and I'll pull a hidden message that lets you know what your person would want to say to you, Libra. Okay, Aries through Pisces for Libra in relation to the person that's on their mind, whether if they're interested, whether they're going to leave the third party. Messages for Libra, please, in relation to the person on their mind. Oop, it's a daisy. Okay, here we go then, Libra. Here we go. Right, if you're dealing with an Aries, their message to you is, you and I were too young. If you were dealing with a Taurus, they say, I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Gemini says, I want to feel that way again. Cancer says, I want to tell you how I feel. Message from Leo, I will wait for a sign from you. The Virgo says, I want you. Libra, I'm so attracted to you. Scorpio, you came closer than anyone. Sagittarius, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. Capricorn, I can't stop thinking about you. Aquarius wants to say, my life is not as together as it seems. And finally, Pisces, I don't react when people mention you. Okay, Libra, thank you so much for joining me. Those were your messages. Please like the video, please subscribe. Please do comment down below if this resonated or if you have any feedback for me, any suggestions for future readings. I'd love to hear all and any of your comments. Again, thanks so much for your support. It helps me more than I can say, and helps my videos to reach a wider audience and help those people as well, which is my goal. So thank you, and I see you again soon. Okay, so I'm just going to pop and get some painkillers a moment. I got a headache. Okay, right then, Scorpio, moving on to you. Thank you for joining me. This video is to answer the question, will they leave the third party? So we're going to get nosy, we're going to dig in, we're going to find out what your person's thoughts, feelings, intentions are, particularly in respect of whether they will leave the third party for you. We'll then look at your current thoughts, feelings, energies. This will help you to know whether this is truly your reading. You can let me know in the comments whether it resonates for you. I'd love to hear. Then we'll pull the mutual energies and the likely outcome for you in this situation. Again, in relation to whether they're going to leave the third party. Pull some advice and oracles for you, and then we'll do an Aries through Pisces, Scorpio as well. Hidden messages from your person. Okay, so here we go then. Right. This person is sort of holding back at the moment, being quite patient, trying to regain balance. I don't know what's happened between you, but they clearly feel that they need to get their balance back. And they're waiting here for something, or just stepping back just for now. Again, this is a card of holding back, feeling quite passionate and strongly, but still resisting that temptation to take action and act on that passion, and holding back. This person is probably someone who's usually of great integrity, and so having a third party situation doesn't normally come naturally for them, or something that they would usually do. I think they're also a bit concerned about perhaps what other people might think or say. in this situation. What else can you clarify, please, in relation to Scorpio and the person on Scorpio's mind? Scorpio, please, and the person on Scorpio's mind. Can you tell us more, please, about the person and their intentions in relation to leaving a third party? Yeah. They hold them back at the moment, but they are then going to sort of come forward with some clarity. They want to talk to you. Yeah, they want a passionate new start with you, is what I'm saying. They want the passion. Yeah, question is, will you end up together? But we'll work through and get to that answer, Scorpio. So let's look at you and your energies. As I said, this will help us to find out, or you to know whether this is really your reading. Okay, so you feel like a really strong love connection with this person. You know, they obviously spoke to your soul in some way. That, you know, you couldn't ignore this connection. It really grabbed a hold of you. Almost changed your outlook on life. Scorpio is how you feel. Again, strong, passionate, and serious intention towards the person. You were even willing to accept that there was this third party situation here. Yeah, absolutely full of love for this person, trying to sort of hold your feelings back. But yeah, you see this person as your happiness, your happy future. Okay, right, mutual energies, what can we see? Right. I think together you're going to plan this through. I think, you know, it's almost like an undeniable connection. This person's holding back. I think they know they don't really want to continue in a third party situation. If they're going to be with you, they're going to do it properly. They're going to be clear with you what their intentions are, and they really do want to have this strong, passionate relationship with you. Yeah, you are each other's wish come true. Again, got really good intentions towards each other, lots and lots of love. Yeah, there will be stable offer coming in. It'll be thought through, it'll be planned, there'll be a decision made, and yeah, you'll hold on to each other. I can see that, you know, I do think they are going to leave a third party for you ultimately, but obviously there's a process to work through, Scorpio, and you know, you have to sort of go through that process to get there, don't you? That discussion, that clarity, that thought, that planning, all of that stuff, which helps you sort of reach the end goal and come out the other side. So just work with your person, be patient, be kind, be loving. I can see you are all of those things and showing all of those energies. Keep going, because I think you've got this opportunity here for real happiness and somebody that's all yours and for you. Okay, right, so let's pull some advice. What advice do we have for Scorpio? Advice for Scorpio. Seven of Cups. Yeah, okay, so think it through is what I'm saying. Think about your options, think about what's best for you, and you know, the answer will become clear for you. As we said, we were talking about the energy of planning things, weren't we, and working it all out. I think this advice that's good advice, is what the universe is saying. Do that. Keep going as you're going. Right, Love Conquers All is your love oracle. It's come out of the Soul Connections deck, and now the Lover's Oracle. Let's see what these cards have to say, and then we'll do an Aries through Pisces, Scorpio. Oops. How about this one? Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Okay, great. So then, Scorpio, your Aries through Pisces. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What does your person want to say to you? What are the hidden messages from your person? Aries through Pisces, cross-watch your reading. Aries through Pisces, please, for Scorpio. All right. Scorpio, if you are dealing with an Aries, the Aries wants to say, we will be together again. If you're dealing with a Taurus, their message to you is, I lost myself for a little while. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini says, I remember every detail of that day. If you're dealing with a Cancer, they say, you speak to me through music. Leo says, I know that I crossed the line with you. Virgo says, I left you before you could leave me. Libra, I replay our conversations over and over. Scorpio, I knew exactly what I was doing. Sagittarius says, I hid who I really am from you. Capricorn says, I love you unconditionally. The message from Aquarius is, I wish I could share my good news with you. And Pisces says, I am not available. Okay then, Scorpio, those were your messages. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Thanks so much. It'd be great to have you back soon. Please comment to let me know, did this resonate? Yeah, give me your feedback, give me your comments, let me know if there's any future readings you'd like me to do for you. That would be great. If you'd like a personal reading, the details are in the box below, description box. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you again really soon. Okay, so now we're moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Okay. This person's thinking about you. That's just popped out. I'm going to put it back in. It'll come out again if needed. They're reflecting and thinking. You're on their mind. So we're going to get nosy, Sagittarius. We're going to look into your person's thoughts, feelings, intentions, actions, you know, particularly in relation to whether they are going to leave the third party for you. We're going to have a quick look at you and your energies, just so that you can be sure this reading is for you. Then we'll look at the mutual energies, likely outcome. We'll pull some advice and oracles, and then we'll do an Aries through Pisces cross-watcher reading for you at the end, so that you know what's coming up. Right, Sagittarius, so let's have a look at your person. Okay, here we go then. All right. They want to come forward. They want to come towards you. They want to take a leap of faith. This is something that they feel compelled and drawn towards taking action on. This is Aries energy. It's very passionate. It's very quick moving. It's a brave, you know, it's a brave, bold movement forward. I think they are hoping that you are going to do the same. I think they think you will. They've got this sort of trust and faith in the situation here, that, you know, they just seem to have this knowing that it's going to work out. Sagittarius is what I'm seeing here. But we also got this energy of them sort of going back and forth a little bit, which actually doesn't seem to match up with this. So they might have some Libra in their chart as well, where they are sort of occasionally just taking a hold of themselves and thinking, whoa, hang on a second, you know, I should think this through really, but actually they're probably just not going to. They just want to, they want to take action, and they want to make this happen. And they're really hoping and thinking that it's a mutually forward thinking, forward moving relationship. Okay, we both might need to take the action to go towards each other. Okay, Sagittarius, what universe, please tell us. Can you please give us some more clarity and some more guidance, please, for Sagittarius and the person on their mind that's in a third party at the moment? Will they leave the third party for Sagittarius? Okay, there's a Tower here. So yeah, major shake-up. You know, if this person does take action, take a leap towards you, it's going to make, you know, create a major shake-up in their life. And they want this sort of clarity with you, this clear new start where you're left in no doubt at all about what it is that they want, and they're really hoping to have the same from you, Sagittarius. Okay, so how are you thinking and feeling at the moment? What's on your mind? What are your hopes and fears perhaps in relation to this situation? And if this resonates for you, Sagittarius, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. Okay, right. So I think you're holding back a little bit at the moment. You're perhaps being a little bit the opposite of this person. This person's a bit impetuous. They want to jump straight in. You're just holding back. You're just being a little bit careful, stable, earth energy here, slower moving. Yeah, you would want things to be much more planned through. You're more comfortable with, you're more comfortable with knowing what's going to happen and sort of working it through rather than just jumping in without thinking. You're hoping that, you know, something will come to an end so that something else can start. It might be that you need to bring something to a close in your own life to enable things to move forward. I think you see the potential here for this sort of happily ever after, and I think you are also thinking of walking away from something. You're almost trying to ignore the consequence and the implication of that at the moment. Sagittarius is what I'm seeing here. So the mutual energies between you. I think at the moment you both, well, I'm seeing that the guard's up, but I think that's possibly coming from you, and the person might be sort of mirroring that ever so slightly, because there's some anxiety here, lots of thought, lots of losing sleep, up at night, maybe awake thinking things through. Yeah, it's a bit stressful, isn't it? Not knowing what's happening next, and perhaps making a really big decision to move away from something that's been stable in your life towards something different and new. Okay, overflowing cup of love between you for the future is what I'm seeing. Yeah, you are going to be the world to each other. You've got this great new cycle coming in. Oh, Lover's card. Yeah, crazy love connection. And yes, maybe a bit of regret and sadness that, things had to be as they were, you had to move away from something towards something else. It's never easy. Usually there are other people involved who can be a little bit hurt or, can be affected. So I know that you would all both be mindful of that. But I think it looks like you can't deny your connection here. You've got a really, really strong, you'd almost do anything to make this work out. You both feel the same way about it. Sagittarius is what I'm seeing. Very, very strong, passionate, loving, stable future, with perhaps you being a bit more planned, your person being a bit more impetuous and wanting to jump in. But it's really nice, isn't it, to be with somebody or have somebody that just feels so sure about you. It brings that confidence, doesn't it? So just try and mirror that slightly. Be careful and be cautious, of course, but don't let that sabotage this beautiful opportunity for you, Sagittarius. Okay, advice for you. Then we'll pull a couple of oracles before we go to your Aries through Pisces. Okay, 3 of Cups. Yeah, you've got great times coming ahead. You'll be able to celebrate and rejoice together with your person, reunite if you're not in contact at the moment. Yeah. All right, so let's see what the Soul Connections Oracle deck has to say for you, to you. What's your message? Sometimes these cards can bring such a lot of comfort and wisdom. Right, tested. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested here. I don't know if that resonates for you. Let me know. And then the Lover's Oracle deck. Let's see what that's got to say, and we'll do your Aries through Pisces. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so trust the process. And Sagittarius, we're now going to do your Aries through Pisces cross-watcher read. So you watch the sign of the person you're interested in, and we'll pull a hidden message from your person to see what they would want to say to you. I feel you leaving me behind has come out. So that's the general message, right? If you're dealing with an Aries, I wonder if you are happy without me. If you're dealing with a Taurus, they say, I am becoming a better person. If you're dealing with a Gemini, their message to you is, I hide behind material things. The Cancer wants to say, I know I messed up everything. Leo says, I bury myself in work to forget you. Virgo wants to say, I wish I could take back my words. The Libra wants to say, I want to be more than friends. Scorpio's message to you is, I wish things could be different. Sagittarius says, I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Capricorn wants to say, just being near you is intoxicating. Aquarius says, I wish I had treated you better. And the message from Pisces is, I am afraid to contact you. All right, Sagittarius, so those were your messages. I hope they helped to bring you comfort and clarity, and they helped you. Please do like the video if so. Please comment to let me know if it's resonated. Give me any feedback you'd like to give me. Any suggestions for future readings, I'd love to hear as well. I value each and every comment that I receive, and every like and every subscription means a huge amount. So thank you so much. Right, we're moving on to Capricorn now. Hello, Capricorn. Right, we are doing your reading today to answer the question, will your person leave the third party? Will they leave the third party for you is the question. We're going to get a bit nosy. We're going to dig in. We're going to see what your thoughts, feelings, intentions are of the person that's on your mind, particularly in relation to whether they're going to leave the third party. We'll have a look at you. This will help you to know whether this is truly your reading. If it resonates for you, you'll know that it is. We'll pull some mutual energies and the likely outcome, some advice, oracle cards, and then we'll do an Aries through Pisces as well for you, Capricorn, as well, so that you know what's coming up. Okay. Okay, so first of all, as I said, we're going to look at your person. Let's have a look. All right, Capricorn, let's see. Okay, this one just came out actually for Sagittarius. So this person wants to take a leap of faith towards you. They want to leap into this thing. Yeah, oh my goodness, I have to shuffle. You saw me shuffle those cards, right? Yeah, they're hoping that you are feeling the same way. They're fully expecting that you're going to come towards them and, you know, perhaps take the same action that they are planning to take. I think things have got to come to an end to enable a new start. And they want to make a love offer to you, but they want to make it, this is conflicting energy slightly here of sort of leaping in and almost not thinking about it, but also planning it through. So in their heart and inside, I think they know what they want. But in terms of their action, I think they're going to think it through before they actually move forward and make an offer to you, Capricorn. So let's see if we can clarify. Ooh, what else can we find out? Ooh, what's going on here? Cards have just gone all over the place. Right. Oh, goodness me. Right, hang on a sec. I don't know what's going on there. Here we go. Clarification, please, for Capricorn, the person that's on Capricorn's mind and whether they're going to leave third party. Yeah, I think they see you as very attractive. They want to have sort of really clear conversations with you. A bit of a burden for them at the moment to be having to think about these things and make a decision. It's a bit stressful, isn't it? It's a big responsibility to try and do that. But it's not something they're going to walk away from easily, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so what about you, Capricorn? Okay, so I think you're more likely to be hiding your emotions at the moment. You feel strongly, but you know, you've got some pride. You don't want to, you know, share all of your feelings if you're not absolutely confident this person feels the same way. I think you're stepping back and thinking, is this worth investing a lot of effort in? You know, for you, Capricorn, I know that your time is valuable, your effort is valuable. Wasting time is something you never like to do. You don't like other people to waste your time. You're looking at this and thinking, should I continue to put in the effort? I think you're trying to get your goals and your priorities in life in order. And I think it's important to you that there's equal give and take here. I think you are willing to invest in this though, but there's things about this situation that perhaps you're not seeing, you're failing to see. You could take that blindfold off and see it, but I think for some reason you're ignoring the truth of the matter here to some extent. I don't know what that might be, but there's some truths that perhaps you're not facing into, Capricorn, so please just be mindful of that. Right, the mutual energies between you. Again, I think you both have really good intentions towards each other and clearly, you know, quite a lot of love. At the moment, not really a lot of action though. I think you're going to get together, have a nice time together, maybe go out for dinner, you know, do something that's fun. You might be together at an event or, you know, a party or a wedding or something like that. It's possible that you're able to spend some time together that way. Again, obviously there's a third party that we're inquiring about, and there's the three of cups there. I think you want to move ahead into a calmer situation, smoother waters together. I think you're missing each other is what I'm seeing, but there is conflict, and you're slightly obsessed with each other. Yeah, and holding back. So I'm not actually sure here, if I'm honest. This person, I think it depends on what you want, Capricorn. I think there's the possibility here, if you were to show that you really wanted this person and that you were willing to take action and sort of be equally passionate and action oriented, because I think this could be a fire sign you're dealing with, which is quite the opposite of you as a an earth sign. I think you might be dealing with a fiery, passionate person who perceives you as a little bit held back, and they might find that difficult because they want to see equal passion from you, and it confuses them not to see it. You're probably not aware of that, Capricorn. You know, you probably think you are showing quite a lot of emotion, but to this person, because they are quite different to you, perhaps they're not seeing that. But you do have this really strong connection together. So I think if you want it, Capricorn, if you are able to sort of really let your guard down, show your emotion, this person would love that, and they would actually do anything, I think, to be with you. I think if you continue to hold back, probably this is not going to work out in terms of, you know, them taking the leap towards moving away from the situation they're in and towards you. I think this is in your hands, Capricorn, is what I'm seeing. Let's look at some advice for you. What's the advice for Capricorn? What's the advice for Capricorn? Four of Wands. Okay. Well, there's this, as I said, open door of opportunity here for you. There's a, you know, way in, a way forward for manifestation with the, it's also 1111, isn't it? The Four of Wands. You know, you can manifest this, you can bring it in. There's an opportunity here if you want it. But again, as I said, Capricorn, I'm seeing this is largely down to you and how you behave towards this person. Can you open up? Can you just show your passion and, you know, how you feel a bit more? I know you feel it. You've got to show it. Sometimes that's a bit challenging, isn't it? Yeah, you don't want to be seen to be over emotional. I get it. All right, your spiritual journey is beginning. Okay. Right, let's pull a Lover's Oracle from my beautiful heart-shaped deck. Oh, that one just popped out. That one is for you. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourselves in. Okay, there's a sexual union card also popped out, so I don't know if there's a bit of a fiery connection there between you, Capricorn. All right. Okay, so now we're going to do your Aries through Pisces, Capricorn. So we'll watch the sign of the person you're interested in. We'll pull a hidden message for you. What do they want to say to you? So this is an Aries through Pisces, please, for Capricorn. Aries through Pisces for Capricorn, please. Okay, right then. Okay, Capricorn. So if you are dealing with an Aries, the Aries wants to say, I remember every detail of that day. Taurus says, I don't react when people mention you. If you're dealing with a Gemini, I know I was a distraction from your pain. Cancer wants to say, I want to tell you how I feel. The Leo says, it's time for me to heal now. The message from Virgo, you and I were too young. Libra wants to say, the timing just wasn't right for us. Scorpio says, I lost myself for a little while. Sagittarius says, you speak to me through music. Capricorn says, I know that I crossed a line with you. Aquarius says, I left you before you could leave me. And Pisces says, finding out the truth crushed me. All right, Capricorn. So those were your messages. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all of your likes and your comments and your subscriptions. Your likes and comments have been really helping me to gain a much wider audience, a bigger audience on particularly a few of my videos recently. I do appreciate that so much, and I know that that's helping other people as well. So again, thank you. I can't thank you enough for that. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you hopefully again soon for future readings. Okay, Aquarius. hair on me. Get rid of that. Aquarius, welcome. Thank you for joining me. The reading today is to look at the question, will they leave the third party? So we're going to get a bit nosy, dig in, see if your person, what they are thinking, feeling, what their intentions are, particularly in relation to whether they will leave the third party for you. I'm just checking my microphone's still on there. Okay. Okay. So Aquarius, let's see. Have a look. All right. So they are not communicating with you at the moment. They're kind of holding back. There's a bit of a sulking victim mentality here. They're thinking perhaps they're not good enough for you, or they've missed out. There's something that's sort of making them, just hold back and not communicate with you. They feel quite undecided. They're juggling back and forth, probably between you and this other person that they're dealing with, whoever that is. They're not quite sure. They're undecided. They're not really making any action. Again, another energy of being undecided. So not a lot of action here, Aquarius. So let's see what else we can clarify in relation to your person and whether they're going to leave the third party. What can we see in relation to Aquarius, please, and whether their person is going to leave the third party? Okay, so I think something's going to happen for them that makes the decision for them. I see a big change here going on in their life. It could be that their relationship comes to an end anyway. Or it could be something else that's going on. They could have, the loss of a loved one, or the loss of a job, or the tower is usually the loss of something. And something big's going to happen for them here, and it's going to open up the opportunity for a new cycle. They're going to have to use their intuition here to know what to do to move forward at that point. Aquarius, I think you've walked away. I think maybe you walking away is the tower for them that makes them realize. I think you feel quite hurt and sad about the way this person's behaved. Perhaps their indecisiveness has upset you, made you feel less than, made you question whether they really do value you and see your worth. And I think you do know your worth and your value, Aquarius, which is great. And you're able to be sort of emotionally independent enough to think, I can just walk away from this. It's not right for me. I think you are just working through the options here, seeing that there's other opportunities for you, but at the same time you do have love for this person. You would like things to be better between you if possible, and again you would love for there to be sort of honest communication here, just to be able to work through what's going on here. How do you feel? What's the just talk to me, I think, is where you're coming from. So let's look at the mutual energies and the likely outcome. Okay, the mutual energy is mutual love, is what I'm seeing. We've got the Two of Cups here, which is, however you're feeling about them, they also feel the same way about you. It's usually sort of a really strong connection between you both. I think you both are looking out for the other person to make the move. I'm getting this, you've walked away, they're holding back, maybe sulking, sort of feeling a bit sorry for themselves. Each of you is hoping the other person's going to reach out here. We've got the High Priestess, which is a silent energy, and then we've got the card of communication. So I think there's going to be a period of this silence that's probably going on at the moment, Aquarius, before communication then starts to come in. I think this, whatever you're going to say to each other, is going to be perhaps painful and hurtful. It might be that you are able to sort of express your feelings, that you be clear about what it is you want, and it might be that you end up both of you walking away from this. But I think there's a possibility here with the Knight of Pentacles that there's two ways here. You either sort of have heartbreak and walk away as a result of this communication, or there's an offer here to start something. But I would just take it with caution, Aquarius, because And this person keeps going back and forth, and I think they, you know, could end up sort of going around the same cycle where maybe they're blowing a whole hot and cold or being unsure with you. Maybe that's already what's made you walk away, and perhaps, you know, are they really going to change away from behaving that way? It's difficult because when you do feel this connection with somebody and you really like them, it's hard to just, you know, when they're coming back towards you and wanting to communicate again, you want to trust them, don't you, that they really mean it this time. But yeah, just watch out for the signs, Aquarius. Just watch out for the person's actions, and, you know, maybe express to them that, you know, consistency of action and certainty will be something that will help you to be able to commit and sort of move forward with them and trust the future. I think, yeah, advice is, yeah, perhaps don't play all your cards. Maybe just keep things to yourself for now and just watch out for this person's actions. They need to show you, I think, what their true intentions are, Aquarius. Okay, so now we're going to pull a card from the Love Oracles deck, and then we'll pull a card from the other Lovers Oracle that have the heart-shaped, beautifully illustrated cards. Then we will do an Aries through Pisces. Okay, all right. Okay, boundaries. Having sensible boundaries is important. I agree. We were just talking about that, really, weren't we? Just make sure that, you know, this person is behaving properly towards you, and you let them know what you expect in terms of that consistency, Aquarius. All right, Lover's Oracle here. See which one pops out for you. So pretty, these cards. They're just so pretty. Don't make decisions based on guilt. Whoops, here we go. Or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Okay, now we're going to do your Aries through Pisces cross-watcher reading, Aquarius. So you watch for the sign of the person that you're interested in. We'll pull hidden message from them to see what they would want to say to you. This is particularly helpful if you're out of contact with your person at the moment. Okay, so Aries through Pisces for Aquarius, please, in relation to the person that's on their mind, the person they're inquiring about today, particularly the person that's in a third-party situation. Okay, right. Oops. So, Aquarius, if you are dealing with an Aries, the Aries wants to say, you and I were too young. If you are dealing with a Taurus, they want to say, the timing just wasn't right for us. If you are dealing with a Gemini, they want to say, I lost myself for a little while. Dealing with a Cancer, finding out the truth crushed me. If you're dealing with a Leo, I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Virgo wants to say, I don't react when people mention you. Libra says, I know I was a distraction from your pain. Scorpio says, I want to tell you how I feel. Sagittarius says, I am afraid to contact you. Capricorn's message is, I am so attracted to you. Aquarius says, we will be together again. And finally, Pisces wants to say, I left when I saw you with someone. Okay. All right then, Aquarius. So those were your messages. Thank you so much for all your likes, for subscribing, for your comments. They're helping my channel and my videos to reach more people and help them, which is great. So thank you so much for that. I do look forward to seeing you soon for future readings. And now we're going to move on to Pisces. So, Pisces, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to do the reading today, which asks the question, will they leave the third party? So we're going to get nosy, we're going to dig in, we're going to see what the thoughts, feelings, actions, intentions are of your person, in particular in relation to whether they are going to leave a third party for you. Well, let's take a look at you. That'll help us to understand or help you to know that this is your reading. If it's not for you, you can leave it for somebody else. And then we'll pull mutual energies to see what the outcome will be, as well as advice oracles and an Aries through Pisces, just so you know what's coming up, Pisces, okay? Please do like the video. Make sure you're subscribed and we'll dig in now with your messages. Okay, so let's look at your person, Pisces. Okay. Oh, okay, looks like they've walked away. They might have been a bit of a player. I think they were attracted to you. They couldn't resist you. They sort of came in, wanted attention from you, perhaps a bit of a physical, passionate encounter. Or they might have just, given you lots of expressions of interest that have made you feel that they were really interested and had, really strong intentions, only to then back away, which can be quite confusing. But I do see that actually they want to be clear, and they probably realise that maybe this has caused you some hurt and pain, and that's probably not their intention. They want to be clear with you, and I think they will move towards that in the future. You'll start to get some more clarity from them, Pisces. What more can be clarified, please, for Pisces in relation to their person, the person that's on their mind? Their thoughts, feelings, intentions. Are they going to leave the third party? Do they have an intention to leave the third party? Messages for Pisces, please, in relation to their person. Okay, so I think this person is looking back towards the past, and perhaps holding on. Although they have this passion for you, they are sort of holding back on it. But I think they're in a relationship that's probably stagnating, coming to a slow close. So it's possible this relationship will end, but I don't think they're taking any quick action to end it, Pisces. I think it might happen of its own accord in time. And if that does happen, then obviously you've got that opportunity there. It's whether you're willing to accept that slow, sort of stagnant situation. The fact that this person isn't actually, they're not going to necessarily push it along quickly. They wanted this encounter with you. They wanted this connection, but I'm not sure that they are going to quickly move away from the third party. I think from your point of view, you're hearing all sorts of things about this person. I think you really think they're going to come towards you. I think their relationship's not in a great place right now. I think that helps you to feel confident that it wouldn't be too bad a thing if things didn't work out for this person. And there's obviously this potential for you to. I think you've just got this knowing that maybe you're meant for each other, and you would be happy together. And obviously things just aren't right between this person and their third party at the moment. I think you're hoping that there will be a right decision made, a right just decision. Again, seeing a lot of passion here between you two, and yeah, you really want the clarity and the new start together. I think that's what you're really hoping for. In terms of mutual energy, let's have a look. Yeah, you both got a lot of love for each other. You both want a new start together. There's a bit of tension at the moment, perhaps because things haven't been moving forward. Yeah, I think you're both are sort of healing, trying to make sure that you're happy in your own skin. Going to be okay without each other or with each other, but you could be very much each other's wish fulfillment here, is what I'm seeing, Pisces. I've got the happily ever after card, the 10 of Cups. So whatever that looks like for you, your happily ever after is your potential with this person. So yes, I think there's a walking away from the third party eventually. It's going to take some time. It's going to be a slow ending here. Death doesn't happen quickly, the death card. It's a slow, stagnant, it slowly deteriorates and then it comes to an end. So I think you might have to be patient, but you know that you've got a lot of deep connection and love with this person and a huge opportunity here for a happily ever after together. I think ultimately, yes, they're going to be parted from that third party and be coming towards you, Pisces. So let's pull an advice card for you from the Light Seers Tarot. Then I'm going to pull a couple of Love Oracle cards, and then I'll do an Aries through Pisces for you to finish up, Pisces. Okay, so don't give up on this. I think you've just got to hang on in there. And yeah, there is this potential, but it's not going to be the easiest route, the smoothest path. It never is it, when there's a third party involved? moment. Think of a special moment that brought you much joy with your partner. So again, that's about focusing on the positives, isn't it? Seeing the good things. And then the Lovers Oracle. Let's see what they have to say for you. A hidden message. I like that one. See? Oh, this is about, we spoke about passion a lot, didn't we, between you two? Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. From there you will find true bliss. So that's a sexual union card there. Okay, for you, Pisces. All right. Oopsie daisy. Right, we're going to do your Aries through Pisces now. So this is where you watch the sign of the person you're interested in. And we'll pull a hidden message from them so that you know what your person would want to say to you, Pisces. Okay, so this is an Aries through Pisces cross-watcher reading for Pisces in relation to the person that's on Pisces' mind, the person they're inquiring about, the person who's currently in a third-party situation. Please, universe. Okay, right, flip the deck, Pisces, and then we will get going. Okay, here we are then. So Pisces, if you are dealing with an Aries, the Aries wants to say, we will be together again. If you're dealing with a Taurus, their message to you is, I left when I saw you with someone. If you're dealing with a Gemini, I couldn't let you get close to me. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer wants to say, it was my fault, but I blamed you. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo wants to say, I want to feel that way again. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo wants to say, my life is not as together as it seems. The Libra wants to say, I remember every detail of that day. Scorpio says, I hide behind material things. Sagittarius says, I don't react when people mention you. Capricorn says, I know I was a distraction from your pain. And Aquarius says, I want to tell you how I feel. And Pisces, I am afraid to contact you. Okay, so then, Pisces, those are your messages. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, thanks for your likes, subscribes, yeah, your comments. All of these things really help me to reach a wider audience. Help YouTube sort of picks up my videos and shows them to more people, so I can help more people with all of your comments and your likes. So thanks so much. And if you subscribe and switch on that notification bell, it will enable you to not miss out on future readings. And I'd love to have you as part of my channel. So please do subscribe. And thanks again. I really do look forward to seeing you again very soon. Take care until then. Bye-bye.